That's Woodland Scenic's water effects.
Bitchin'. Look at this skull spider thing.
Yeah.
Look at these wee things.
So,
what are they?
What wee things?
The little wee ones. There's like a little pirate up in here.
Yeah, it's a little pirate. But today I'm painting.
That's my favorite thing ever.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I'm painting this Blessed of December.
Wait, are you?
And I'm painting.
Right
No, of course not. And I'm painting this
You're so
steampunk
lying.
arachnid swarm, and I'm painting a warden. And we're gonna paint really fast today, or try to.
Why does this guy have boobs? Or is that a woman?
That's a woman.
Is she a witch?
She's a witch. How did you know?
Because she her have a kid.
Is it because? Is it because she looks like a witch?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, man.
What's this
Alright.
one?
So, first thing I'm gonna do.
Look at it. I'm a Voltrons.
Oh, Voltrons! Yay!
Wait, why won't it stand up? These are broken.
No, they're not. Well, that one, yeah, that one does need to be repaired. I don't know.
Stop
But
breaking stuff.
so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to ink the little inside.
What's that?
That's a Blessed of December.
It's scary. It's like a wolf.
So she has like these markings. So I'm gonna ink the markings, and I haven't decided if I want them red or blue. What do you think?
I don't know. Red.
Red?
She's
Okay.
a better bra. Her tits sag.
Okay.
Alright, whatever.
So I'm gonna take some kind of yellowish red ink. I'm not actually gonna use the ball red that I normally use, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't think it's I think that red's a little dull, and you know me, I like to go really kind of wild on these, so I'm gonna hit that, and let's see how this looks. So I'm gonna see if I can get this in camera. Where's the frame? Oh, there. Okay, so for those of you who have already seen my video on non-metallic metals before, this is going to look very familiar. I'm going to do the same type of thing here. Yellow ochre as the base coat here on the Guardian. So let's get going on that. This is going to go down very fast. As you can see, I'm not using the best brush in the world. The only thing important here is that I lay off that freshly inked center. So I'm going to cut around it. Ooh. A bit of a problem there. A little ink bleed, but we can fix that. And if it bleeds, you know, it's just a little bit of OSL, I guess. You could do that. I'm going to hit this whole model. And I'll worry about the hoses and all those other parts later. But as you can see, I'm just going really fast over the whole model. Probably going to give it 2 coats of just straight yellow ochre, slightly thinned before we move on to the next part of painting this model. Ooh. Sometimes you go even so fast that the paint wants to just run on. That's alright. Like I said, painting this quick, you do spend a little bit of time cleaning up, but not a big deal. Not the end of the world when stuff does not work out the way it's supposed to. Look at that. Even did get a little bit of blue ink around that area. It's okay. Just keep working. Remember, we're not gonna stress too much over this guy because this is a 5-point model and it's a robot. And robots paint up really quick. Just a matter of going back in. Once you get the main metal color down, going back in and hitting all your details. I'm going to do this first. Now, why do I use so much NMM when I'm painting? Well, for one, it's kinder to the brushes. Two, I've actually found that it's about the same speed, because you know, the time it takes to get metal down correctly and get metallics, all the effects that you want on metallics, is about the same amount of time if you're doing just a not so fancy NMM job. And in some cases the NMM looks better. I think this is one of those cases where, you know, if I go with this kind of golden type of deal here, that it will look better. But oh, it should go super fast. So anyway, I'm going to finish this base coat and I'll be right back. Okay, so while that's going, the first coat of yellow ochre is drying on this guy. Really haven't done anything on this yet, but now we're going to work on this guy, the Blessed. So I just went ahead and did the eyes real quick. I don't think this will... There we go, you can see them a little bit. And we're going to go with Iraqi Sand as the base of the flesh coat. I am going to need to do a little bit of cutting around the face here, so let me get going on that. Trying to stay in frame. Sorry, just that's part of doing this video, is trying to get the new camera setup down. So I'm going to do that. You can see on the Blessed, there's not too much detail other than, you know, the etchings and the face. Really, there's not a whole lot else to be concerned about. I'm just gonna knock out this base coat here, and alright, so let me get going on that and be back in a few. So first colors are down, just coming back and giving, wow, I really don't know, okay, giving this guy a bit of a highlight, nothing too fancy, just a real quick highlight, because still a bit more to do on the model, and I don't need to go, you know, all out yet. I don't even need to be terribly accurate yet. So I'm just going to go through, quick highlight here, and I'm doing, it's going to be the same basic technique for this
cat on the internet
Warden.
pushes a stroller around.
Yeah?
Yes, and there's a show called Virgin Diaries. It's horrible.
Virgin Diaries?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Oh.
Would anybody want to learn about that?
I don't know.
This is really ugly lesbian shit, and they were talking about eating fish tacos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was great fun. You're gonna love that.
Okay. So just a quick highlight here on this, and then we're gonna move over. I'm gonna start highlighting the flesh on the Blessed here. So same thing.
Are you really recording?
No. Totally not recording
Oh my God,
this.
shut up, for real?
No.
I mean, I didn't say anything bad about virgins or lesbians or anything.
No.
Sorry.
You didn't. But yeah. So I'm gonna give this a little bit of white. Actually, what would be good is a little bit of gray in with this as well.
Use this one.
Oh. Yeah, at some point I'll come in and use that. Sure.
Where do you get this paint, by the way?
Vallejo?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, by a hobby store.
Where do you get this?
I don't.
This is the colors. What?
These are your colors?
Yeah, and to put the
silver.
pink. Yeah.
And game color.
Throwing some turquoise. What?
For the Blessed of December.
That one.
Well, that might actually work for the Blessed of December. I don't know about them other colors. I don't know about them other colors.
Use that one too. You have girl colors in here. I like it. Ooh.
Well, I paint a lot of female models. If you haven't noticed.
These are my colors.
Yeah.
Where do you get these?
You get them at the hobby store.
Which hobby store?
GMI carries them, and so does Brookhurst.
So what's it called down the street have
it? No, they don't carry
You have this kind, right?
Yeah, they carry those. Those are terrible.
What's this one?
Yeah, don't ever buy those. They're horrible.
Yes, yeah, they kind of look like they're all dried out.
Yeah.
Maybe you should throw it away.
See, my wife, who's not even a painter, recognizes that GW paints are all dried out. Just saying.
I'm just gonna throw a brick through the window and be like, you guys suck! Because it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know why we hate them. I just am along for
Why do we hate them?
I don't know. You hate them, and I just.
I don't hate them.
You run in and call them noobs and run out. I want to do it. Clicking in my heels.
Noobs.
You're a bunch of noobs! Like, what the hell just happened here?
You're a bunch of noobs.
That was super fun.
Alright, so once this highlight goes down, we're almost ready for the wash step.
Do you need another box for this stuff?
Yeah, I could probably use a different box for this
I
stuff.
think I have an empty one in my closet. Let me go get you one.
Okay. So, here we go. Yeah, sorry about the interruptions. My wife has me home for a rare weekend, so she's just making me enchiladas while I paint. Always a good thing. Make sure you eat when you paint so your hands don't wiggle too much. Okay.
I can't get to it right now.
Yeah, no worries, baby.
Okay, when I can, I'll give it to you.
Okay. So, let's do our little turbo wash thing on this guy. So, going in with some Griffin Sepia. So, let's do that. Griffin Sepia. And I know I use Griffin Sepia a lot, but it's, you know, for me it's one of those, it's really what I do instead of Devlin Mud, and that gives me kind of a brighter look to my models than most people's models. Just makes them look a little brighter. So I'm coming in. You can see the paint's still, well, yeah, you can't see, but paint's still fairly wet on this guy. But I'm going in anyway because the fact that the paint's a little bit wet's not going to harm this stage too much. You just don't want to be brushing paint off of the model. And again, we are going for speed here. So you can see all the detail like popping off of this model, which is nice, and then we'll be able to come back in and make him look a little cleaner. So the Warden, what do I think about the Warden? Well, I've been dying to try one from the Ed 209 video, which was that Studio McVeigh one. That was really supposed to be my Warden, but you know, I haven't been playing much many of the crews that would really want to be running a Warden, namely Guild, and haven't been playing as much a Avatar Ramos as it could be. Now here's that. So it's coming along. This is gonna take, now the one downside to going so fast on this wash is this wash is going over semi-wet paint, so it's actually gonna take even longer to dry than normal. But you can see it's generating a pretty pleasing look, and this is really easy to do. So so you know, if you're going for that kind of gold slash brass look on your constructs, this is probably the way to go. And we're gonna come back in and paint in the steel looking parts so that, you know, we do that. But speaking of washes, because these washes are gonna take a while to dry, and you should really, at this phase, you know, I know I'm going over half wet paint here, but at this phase you really do want this to dry before you really move on to the rest of the model. And you know, it's gonna look good, so just trust in the process. Here's the guy so far. I think he's looking pretty cool so far. I'm just gonna set him aside and let him dry. And you know what? Griffin Sepia is so awesome, I'm actually gonna use it on the Blessed as well. So let's hit the Blessed up with some Griffin Sepia. That's gonna give me some of that much desired muscle tone that I'm looking for. There we go. And just let that character pop for a little bit. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. Now some people, like some speed painters, and even I've done this occasionally, will just stop right here. They'll just stop right after they do the wash, because if they've chosen their colors carefully. Okay, so now that the wash is dried, we can come back in and start doing some highlighting. So more of the yellow ochre this time, and just with a little bit of white mixed in. Gonna just give it a little light, just a very light edge highlight on here. So you know, just picking off the edges. Now you want to go super fine when you're doing this. So, and I'm already using kind of a bad brush to do this. May have to switch to a brush with a better point. And if you do make mistakes here, you can kind of blend it out a little bit. So, but yeah, try to keep try to keep a decent point when you're doing this, because this is somewhat fine highlighting. It doesn't have to be, you know, you're not making the best thing. You're not making like super detail, but you know, it's a little edge highlighting that if you catch it right, it's really gonna help the model kind of pop. So there we go. Not really sure how I'm gonna do the face here, if it's gonna be different or not, so I'm just gonna highlight the face, get all the high points. It looks pretty cool so far. And the other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go to like an actual white when you're doing this. You just want to get to a nice light that's gonna blend in well. But it's pretty cool. This model is one of those, it's really easy to paint. And I don't know like how much steel I'm actually wanting to do on this model, because I really do like most of what I see on it. You know, you don't really... I think for me it's really just gonna be the hoses and maybe the midsection of it, but a lot of it's gonna be this kind of golden color that I've got going here. Really cool model, and how simple it is and how quickly it will paint.
Cute stuff. You know anything from 7-Eleven?
Sure.
What do you want?
Give me one of those concha things. Those are terrifying. Yeah, I want one.
Like that?
I don't know. They're terrifying. I love them.
Say goodbye to me. You just come.
I didn't know what we were doing. I didn't know you. I don't know. I just don't know.
What did Luna want?
I don't know. I think he just butt downed me.
Oh.
Because he didn't say anything.
Did you go, hello?
Hello.
To do that. Is this the paint coming up?
No, that's actually paint that repelled it.
What?
That's paint that's repelled on the concrete, so that when we dyed it, it actually repelled the dye. Because there's solid paint there. If you remember, there was paint on the floor there.
I wish we could hose this shit down.
Yeah. Last thing you want to do is drag a hose into your house.
Yeah, no, I know. I've learned that. My mom flooded a house that way. So you want a concha thing? You don't want anything sweet?
Surprise me.
Well, you want to come with me?
But I'm working on this, baby.
What if you came with me instead?
Okay. I'll come with you.
Because you really need me.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay.
What? What was that? You just had a whole bunch of shit to say. Why are you so cute?
You don't mind if I finish this highlight then?
That was so cute. You just had a whole paragraph to say, didn't you?
Alright.
You just came in.
Okay, sorry about the sunlight, but anyway, I moved on to starting to do the steel bits now, so I'm undercoating with black gray. Malifaux model color, black gray. And since I'm doing the steel, it was a good time to go ahead and start undercoating the steampunk arachnid swarm, so you can see that they're also in that black gray. And now once that's down, I'm going to come back, add some white to that solution, and I'm going to do a very light highlight over the things like the hoses and so forth here. So I mean, that's a little too much. So it's like it's a little more of a controlled dry brush we're doing here. But the key is go super light. You don't want to go like that. That's a little more than super light. And if you screw up, you can come back and fix this. It's not the end of the world. In fact, if you wanted to, you could ink this or wash it with black wash, or even P3 armor wash. It's another good one to do here. That is, again, if you screw up on this highlight of the steel. That looks okay so far. Just a little bit here. Yeah, a little bit there. And I'm gonna hit some of that. Hit some of the chain. Chain is pretty important. chain there and here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So this, I mean, you could dry brush this part, but for speed, I go more of like an overbrush style on this, because for one, you don't end up leaving really like sticky, scribbly lines the way dry brushing can do. You end up with you know, pretty good lines. And if you wash it, you can disguise some of that anyway. So, you know, it's not bad, honestly.
Want a Diet Coke or anything?
I'm okay for now, thank you.
What?
I said I'm okay. Oops.
Those chips are pretty good. I can't believe you don't like them.
I wasn't really a fan.
It tastes like BLTs.
They did kind of taste like BLT, but it's kind of scary.
Why was it scary?
I don't know.
And this is not scary, this conscious shit you're eating?
Yeah, Saborda Soledad, dude. That's what I eat.
This fucking teddy
That's
bear
what
here,
I
he's
eat.
laughing because he knows you're going to get poisoned when you eat it. Oh my god, it stinks! Oh my god, I can't believe you put that.
Well, eat it.
Have
some.
No, I don't
Yes,
want
have some.
I don't want any.
You sure?
No. I want these greasy chips. They make me really happy.
Yeah.
Yep. What are we making?
We're painting.
Did you just miss a spot? Or did you give her, like,
Where?
my ear?
Oh, that's fur. I gotta go
Honey,
back
it
in.
looks like you gave her pubes.
I'm gonna go back in and hit that. What?
That's what he said.
I'm gonna go back in and hit that. You're funny.
I know.
You are funny.
Damn, she's ugly.
Well, yeah. She's like the Howling.
I don't like it.
Like a female werewolf bee.
I like this little pirate
Yeti.
guy. He makes me so happy. Paint him next.
Whoopwicked?
What is it called?
He's Dwed Pilot Whoopwicked. That's his name.
He's super cute. He's not scary.
No.
I thought they all had to be kind of scary.
No. The gremlins aren't scary. You saw how I painted those.
Which ones?
The gremlins.
Which gremlins?
That whole army of green guys and pigs and stuff that I painted.
Oh yeah! Okay.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
How come him have so many arms?
This is a steampunk arachnid swarm. There's 3 bugs on there.
And how come him?
Oh, that's because the Mauler has 4 arms.
Is it a chupacabra?
This is not a chupacabra.
Do you have one?
I do not currently have a chupacabra, but they
make one?
yeah, they made one. Phil has one.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I like chupacabra.
I do too.
These chips are like the precious right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate myself in about 20 minutes after eating these, but
Yeah, the sodium. Which is like hell because of the sodium.
I don't know.
Okay.
Ooh, the buffalo blue ones are good too.
So these are coming along.
So how many more you gotta paint by Gen Con?
A lot. Actually, it's a lot or next to nothing, depending on what happens next.
Because you didn't get them?
Yeah.
That
Because I was
blows.
supposed to get more stuff, but doesn't. I don't know if that's gonna come in. So it may or may not happen.
Well,
Okay, so there's that. Now I'll take it up one more step.
what do you use the glue all for?
For basing stuff like the slate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that base looks cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now there is one drawback to moving the studio here, and that is
What?
painting in direct sunlight. Not a good idea. Okay, just about done. As you can see, knock these out. They're not looking that great, but they're okay. And finished him. There's the warden. Just need to decide how I want to wash the fur of the blessed, and not sure if I'm gonna go dark like Devlin mud, or if I decide I want to do you know, maybe even try something a little weird and go blue on it, because it's looking a little, the model looks a little warmer than I wanted, so I don't really know. And it's kind of a critical juncture here, so if I don't do this right, this model may look a little funky. So I think what I'm going to do is, you know, I think I may go conservative and go Devlin mud on this, and just call it a day on this model. Because, I don't know. I mean, it's a cool enough looking model, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm figuring that out. I can at least go Devlin mud on the little claws. Give the claws a little bit of a there we go. Yeah, that's a tough call. I think I will go Devlin mud on the fur here. There we go. So Devlin mud. It's giving the blessed kind of a bit more shadow to it after I went ahead and highlighted the fur. And anyway, I'm gonna do that, then I'll do the base, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so here's the finished products. Start here, I guess, with the warden. It's again, all these models painted up pretty quickly and pretty easily. You know, I really kept it simple because, I don't know, just trying to get through some stuff pretty quick. Here's the Steampunk Arachnid Swarm. So that was another quick one, and then the whoa. See, when you get like really contrasting colors like that, Blessed of December. I'm not really sure how I feel about this one, but I don't know. I'm gonna seal it up, and then if I decide I want to change it later, I can always go back and do so. So that's it for this session of painting. As you can see, sometimes I get a bit distracted, but just wanted to thank you guys for putting up with the number of distractions, and just for watching the video.